Hello everyone, we're going to be playing some more Affinity. I haven't made any changes to the list. It's the same list as we had in the last video. We're just going to do friendly. And I'll probably upload a competitive as well. Yes, the last one was a competitive, this one will be a friendly. Alrighty, we're going to go second here. Alright, let's take a look at this hand. So no mana sources. Mox Opal is actually, technically a mana source, but this is not a keepable 1 mana hand. And it's only a mana source because I have the 2 Ornithopters to turn it on. We are on the draw, but this just doesn't seem like a very good hand, to be honest. So we're going to have to mulligan. Alright, so Thoughtcast here is basically that card, so we're looking at this as like a mull to 5. With the Thoughtcast, it's like a free card, basically. Edge Champion's unplayable, so just this 4 cards. But they kept it 7. We can get a Scry, and we have at least a land. And we do have some early game plays, so I think this is keepable, but it is not a very good hand. Thoughtcast definitely goes on the bottom. We just don't want to go down to 5, basically. And Edge Champion is a pretty good card to have waiting in the wings. So it looks like some sort of blue deck. Morfolk. That's a really good matchup for Affinity. Let's play the Ravager. I'm going to offer the trade with this Memnite here. He's not going to accept that, but yeah. Generally, it's when they don't have Aether Vial out, it's very likely to be in our favor. That's cool. I can take 3. Another Ravager. Wow. Because I have this second Ravager, I'm actually gonna swing like this and offer the trade with the Master. Yeah. Okay. If he plays another Lord, I'm going to start chumping with this Memnite and sacrifice to a Ravager, Okay, so that's a Miro. I can take 8. I think I can actually wait a turn before I start. No, I can't because of the Miro. Or Marrow. Yeah, we'll just block like this. And then sacrifice. Opal, it's very nice. I can now chump block every turn with Edge Champion. So I'm going to offer the trade yet again with this Marrow Regeray. So what I would do is basically if he blocks this Ravager here, I would sacrifice this Ravager to this Ravager, and then probably the Opal or the Thopter. And then it would live, because this would be 3, because this gets a +1/+1 from this being sacrificed, so I'd put the 2 on this guy, so this would become a 4/4, and then sacrifice a Thopter, maybe a Signal Pest if I, probably Signal Pest at this point, because Thopter is my only flyer. Blink Moth is as well, but, So I'm going to offer the trade, and if he doesn't accept it, that's cool. But I do get a lot of damage off, and I have Edge Champion as a blocker. And I believe Marrow Regeray does not affect Edge Champion, so he can't tap it if he wants. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way I can just pull lethal out of my ass here, so I'm just gonna let the damage go through the way it has. But I am setting up for lethal next turn with the Pest, the Thopter, the Edge Champion, and the Blink Moth. So he needs to get a Lord and somehow tap the Mood Vault as well, and that's his only chance at lethal. But I mean, he's played 3 Lords. Oh, and actually, Moonvault can block Edge Champion, so I can't depend on getting lethal with Edge Champion, but I can with Ornithopter and Blinkmoth here. So since we're waiting a bit for our opponent, with sideboarding we just bring in the 2 Dispatches, we bring in the 2 Stubborn Denials, probably the Champions, maybe Bitter Blossom as well. Okay, so Moonvault. 5, 9, 13. Wow, I have to block the Moonvault here. Okay. Just to double check and make sure. What? So this is 12. This is 17. If I don't block this Moonvault and I block one of the 4/4s instead, then I take exactly 13 damage. So I'm forced to block the Moonvault. Now the question, and then I'll be at one life. The question is, do I sacrifice a bunch of stuff and keep Edge Champion alive and try and keep it on Metalcraft? Let's count out. We can sacrifice Opal. This becomes 2/2. Sacrifice this to itself, make it a 5/5. Sacrifice that to that. I had these 2 in itself, and it's a 7/7, and it trades, and then it's lethal next turn with the Sigma Pest. And or the Blinkmoth. They might have a Vapor Snag? I think Ornithopter is sackable as well. No, here's the safest play. So what I would do is use this 2/2 Ravager, sacrifice this Thopter to it to make it a 3/3, and then no, wait. Yeah, no, so sacrifice Thopter, sacrifice Opal to this guy, make it a 4/4, and then sacrifice the 4/4 to this Ravager, putting all 4 counters onto this Edge Champion, making it a 6/6, and then I get to keep 1 Ravager alive. So, sacrifice, 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 yep, put onto that. There we go, so I'm down to 1. And the Vapor Snag actually would kill me anyways. But I would just sacrifice whatever it is to the Vapor Snag. So I can't use this Spire for anything. Okay, good game. So we want... What do we not want against Merfolk? We don't like Master, it's a bit too slow. We like Overseer, but not too many of it. We don't want Welding Jars. Don't want a Memnite. Don't want too many Thoughtcasts. It is some of a quick matchup. Maybe we can go down to 0 Thoughtcast for now and then add him in later. Here's what we do want. We want Dispatches, 100%. We don't like Edge Champion that much because of Moonvault. So, this 8 is bad. Grudge is bad, it only affects Aether Vials, and they sometimes side them out. Aether Grid is good. It's a 1 of. Bloodwound is bad, Bitter Blossom is possible. Thoughtcast, we can run. Master, maybe. Probably not. No Hurkyl's Recall. We like Stub against their Hurkyl's Recalls, though. We do not like Rest in Peace, so we add in the Gearper. Let's put in the Thoughtcast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 colored spells. We want to have probably just 4 more non-colored spells. Do we really need Bitter Blossom? No. Because I don't really need flyers and stuff. Although it does let me rebuild after Hurkyl's Recall. So let's say we do use a Bitter Blossom, because it does, you know, the creatures can get past their creatures and they can shump. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll add an Overseer, because Overseer is pretty much one of the best cards to have out. We'll do a Champion, because it does... like, it's just a one of. Memnite and Jar. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 card spells. I think I like it the way it is here. And Stubborn Denial is really, really good, by the way. Alright, let's take a look at this hand. So, turn 1. Yeah, this is good. Any hand with a Vault Scourge against Merfolk is good already. I like this a lot. It is somewhat vulnerable to Hurkyl's Recall, but there's not much you can do about that. That's just the way Affinity hate cards work out. Plus, they're mulliganing. So, and we're going second, so we do get some draw steps to get more lands. So, yeah, this is a capable hand. And Opal makes this really keepable. We're going to play the Opal before we play the Drum. So that's 2 mana available to us, which just means we don't need to take damage off of the Vault Scourge. Because we don't want to play a Walking Ballista for 1 here. Lord? Oh, Silver Guild. Well, I don't care about that. We have 3 mana for the grid. The Ravager Ballista combo, by the way, is absolutely amazing. We can't actually ping anything with the grid yet, so I think I'm just gonna go with an Etched Champion and then swing with a Scourge. Scourge is really good in the matchup. It seems I'm going to try and win through combat damage, and then doing something like finishing him off with a big Ravager and a big Ballista kill. A second Adept, that's cool. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so now we just want to play with this grid. Okay, good game. Yeah, at that point he didn't draw the Mutavault. He only had the Adepts, and I was about to kill them both. At least from his perspective. I don't know if I would have killed both of them. I might have wanted to just swing for 3 and then kill one of them. But I can see why he'd concede there. It is a very lopsided matchup. Affinity is basically just doing everything Merfolk wants to do, but in a way more efficient fashion. Let me turn this down just a bit. Alright, let's take a look at this hand. Wow, this is absolutely awful. There's 3 unplayable cards in the opener. A 4th one because I only have 1 mana in the opener as well. I'm going second, so I like just mulliganing this away. Okay, so this hand is very dependent on the Vault Scourge living, but we have a Welding Jar to help with that. We can scry into something helpful. If it is like a Path to Exile type of matchup, having the mountain in our opener kind of sucks. But this is a good hand. We're going second, so we can maybe scry into a bomb and play that. We do not want a Memnite. Oh, maybe Merfolk again. That would be fine. Especially because I just drew Master of Ethereum, which is really good in the Merfolk matchup. So the way, this is just sequencing stuff, and it never actually has mattered, but it's a good way to practice. Because sometimes those misplays matter when your opponent has something like a gut shot, you know? But you play the jar first, because maybe they have 0 mana artifact removal, you never know. It's just good practice. Likewise, you always play the drum before you play the creature. Especially in game 2, though, that's when you actually care about doing that kind of stuff. So no, I'm not going to yield to Aether Vial abilities. You can drop a Lord or a Silver Guild Adept. You can flash in as Curse Catcher. He might just Spreading Seas the Nexus. No, okay, second Vial. Pretty much their best chance at winning this matchup is having Smuggler's Copters out and trying to using that as a deterrent and basically building up a bigger board than mine. Because I only run like 2 Lords. I have to get Steel Overseer out. Okay, so it's Vapor Snag. That's actually pretty interesting. You know, it literally doesn't matter, but I'm just going to animate the Blink Moth. Now, a lot of Merfolk lists don't actually run Vapor Snag. It is, of course, a possibility, and it worked well here. Yep, there's the Smuggler's Copter. Very good in the matchup. One of the best. Moonvault and Smuggler's Copter are what you need. Because now Etch Champion is, you know, because Copter blocks Champion, Moonvault blocks Champion. So here's what I'm going to do is play out the Master. And then Thoughtcast. Maybe hit a land, and a Vault Scourge. Sweet. So we're not going to swing because you can flash in creatures and block with Copter. So really the key here is just, oh, and he might have the guy that brings back a tapped creature. So maybe that was actually a mistake to not... Oh. Okay. No, I should have actually tapped my Vault Scourge, not the Master. Because I think it's called Harbinger of the Tides. That would basically make me return to my hand Master of Ethereum. This is really cute though. I'll take the damage, honestly, from the Master. If he swings with it. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to swing with the Master of Ethereum. And now I have this Etch Champion to block his own Master. So what's really nice about it is that I can just instant speed animate either of my next eye. So he's not blocking here. Do I care about making it 9 damage? I think what I'm going to do is make it be 8 damage. And yeah, okay, so 3 mana. Kira. Okay. Yeah, I'll hold back the Ink Moth to block that Smuggler's Copter. Kira is really good. Well, actually not against me. Because I don't actually run any main board removal. Only when I side. Yep, there's the Harbinger. So that'll take back my Master of Ethereum. But that's fine. If he swings with Kira... Yeah, okay, well. I'll play the Ornithopter. So I can't swing with Champion because of this Copter. I can trade with Champion with the Copter. Do I want to do that? No, because I can hold back Champion to block, well, this and that. Next turn I might just want to start swinging with this Ink Moth. Ink Moth would at least trade with the Copter because it's a 2/2 due to Master. Okay, bring in a 3/3. Something that's 3. And he has probably Master of Waves coming soon. Ooh, that's no bueno. Okay, Master of Waves. Yeah. He does have to get Merfolk spells first, though. So he can at most tap down one guy. And it can't be Etch Champion. But these elementals, that hurts a lot. Maybe I kind of want to get Walking Ballista. Okay, so you're going to tap something. Whatever you tap, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is just... animate the Ink Moth. What? Oh, hey, look at that. Whenever you cast it, you may tap or untap. So I think he misclicked. Yeah, he misclicked. Really? Oh, Island Walk. Oh, that's not good at all. Wait. That's right, yeah. That's 12 damage. And that's actually lethal next turn. Okay, so... yeah, I can't block. So any way I can just somehow kill him this turn? Pretty much no. Looks like he actually has it. We'll have to go into the next game. So we like the 1-of champion, 2 1-of Thoughtcast, get rid of 2 of the masters. We can maybe keep one in. Take out a jar. Take out a Memnite. I think this is better than what we had done earlier. I think we oversideboarded a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's cool. They have spreading seeds and stuff, so having a lot of blue cards is fine. Definitely gonna go first. Ooh, this is not a good hand. 3 colored spells, they're all dead. And this hand is better. It has Overseer, so we can keep it how it is. Inventor's Fair is nice for the long game. Merfolk is an aggro deck, so getting 1 free life a turn is nice. Nothing, okay. Because we don't have the 3rd land in hand yet, we want to play the Cranial Plating when we have the 3rd land and kind of surprise our opponent. We might have Vapor Snag, might snag the Overseer. It was my mistake, I actually should have played the Overseer in the 2nd main phase. He didn't get any vials though, so this is already looking really good for us. Oh, okay. If we don't get a land... oh, we do. Okay. We're just gonna do it like this. We're gonna hold up the Stubborn Denial for a Hercules Recall. Also, because we don't have the mana for Thoughtcast. So on his end step, we will tap the Nexus to animate it, and then tap Overseer, you know. Ooh, this isn't good. Nothing I can do about that. Yep. Animate. Master is really nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna play out Master. This is just too good not to do anything about. I like gaining life, so I'm gonna do that with Vault Scourge here. So at least I'm very happy that my mana base isn't actually too dead to Hercules Recall. If he has it, he should probably just play it now rather than wait until my turn, specifically because I have Stubborn Denial and I have it as a hard counter. Oh, well, Master Waves is good, so never mind. Yep, swing with Kira, that's cool. Yep, gain life. Play the Memnite, sure. I think at this point I want to hurry up and kill him already. So I'm just going to hold up the stub and swing for all I'm worth. And of course gain life at the same time. And I do have lethal next turn like this. And stub has multiple ferocious targets, so there's no chance my opponent is going to be able to counter the stub. Looks like he needs enough mana for one Hercules Recall, so I think this game is in the bag because my opponent most definitely does not have 24 damage right now. They can, however, Shump block. Well, they only have Cure to block, actually. Let's see what Phantasmal Image comes in as. Probably just Master Vault Scourge? Okay. Oh, for the flying blocker. Yeah, that works. One of Copper's nice. We will yet again hold up Stubborn Denial. My opponent is not actually forced to double block in this case, which kind of sucks. But I still don't think they have lethal next turn, especially because I'm at 31 life now. Whoa. Okay, good game. Next game. Anything that would have mattered here? Not really. Bitter Blossom looks more and more attractive, but I still don't think it's correct, because I'd be siding out a color spell for it. I like all my colored spells right now. Alright, let's take a look at this hand. Colored mana thanks to Springleaf Drum, so Dispatch is actually playable. We have turn 1 Vault Scourge, we have Plating next turn. This is definitely a keepable hand, although it is a bit slow. But it is a nice hand, and Aether Vial turn 1 would hurt a lot. Yep. I'm gonna play the Mountain first to just play around Hercules Recall, turn 2. He wouldn't do it, but it matters. Because, I mean, it would reset my entire turn. Okay. So I play the Vault Scourge. I think in this case, I want to play. Wait, this is interesting. Doesn't matter what I play if there's a Hercules Recall. I'll keep the plating in my pocket. So let's just go Ravager. Ceremonious Rejection. Yep, that's cool. Curse Catcher. Curse Catcher does make our dispatch harder to cast. Copter sucks for us a lot. I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and let's try and bait that Ceremonious Rejection. No? Okay. I'm not going to equip the Scourge because I really want to keep Vault Scourge alive, so what I'm going to do is let my opponent equip, not equip. Oh, he doesn't have anything for the Copter. Cool. I'm still going to hold up the Dispatch, even though he has Curse Catcher. Actually, no, I should have tapped down my Signal Pest and equipped. That's cool, I can just dispatch the Master of Waves. And 2/2/1s aren't very good. Now if he attacks with Curse Catcher, that's great. Sure, swing the Copter, that's fine. Looted away an island. I think I just take out the Ravager. Let's just dispatch this guy. Sacrificing Curse Catcher does prevent me from equipping plating this turn. Alright, so I just have to hope they don't have a Hercules Recall. And even if they do, it doesn't even set me back so much. And the life gain pretty much buys me time anyways if they do have a recall. That's why Vault Scourge is really, really good in the matchup. It's a flyer, so they need Smuggler's Copter, or they need Hercules Recall. And if I'm able to land a hit with it at least once or twice, Recall is just so bad anyways. Curse Catcher, okay. So one random card in a Curse Catcher. They probably just play the Curse Catcher. Nope, a Copter, okay. I have 3 flyers here. What? Are you serious? You want to attack with this? I feel like I'm able to sneak lethal in some way. So I have 7 artifacts currently. 8, 9, 10. And then Signal Pest would be 11 damage. Yeah, I think he was counting it just like I did. Oh, no, because he didn't even save a blocker for his Copter. I think he just misplayed. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Wait, did he? Oh, I think he animated his copter, the second one, but it didn't have haste. He just misplayed kind of badly. So yeah, Merfolk is, I don't know, a really lopsided matchup. It's like 70-30 in our favor. Affinity does just really, really well against Merfolk. So in the meantime, we can take a look at the collection we've been building up. We've just been getting some Affinity staples, and we're getting some Boros Reckoners, and also some Chromox, because the drop rate in treasure chest for Chromox has gone down. Other stuff I've been specking on would be Spell Snare, because that drop chest decreased as well. So basically, you can just, Spell Snare will be a bit more rare than usual. Same thing for, where is it? Imperial Recruiter, Shadow Storm, Scapeshift went down like by 10 ticks or so. So I bought 3, I'm going to buy more, because I think it'll go up in the next few months. Treachery, Hoodwink, all these fun cards. And then I just have a bunch of random stuff. Love to go first. This hand does nothing at all. And I'm going first, so I need to have a more explosive hand. This hand does more things. I get Jar, Drum, Memnite, Citadel, so then I can Thoughtcast turn 1, so I actually like this a lot. If I do Citadel, Jar, Memnite, Drum, draw 2 cards, do I want to draw a Signal Pest? No, I do not. And I do have, second Thoughtcast, that's really nice. And I do have now the Cranial Plating and an Etched Champion, so this hand is looking to be really, really strong. But a bit slow, and grindy, but strong. Hierarch, okay. Banto Drazi, maybe? This is a really freaky looking Botanical Sanctum, but I like it a lot. It's a nice foil. Okay, I'm just gonna Thoughtcast, because I need to do more things. Sure. I think I play the Plating before I play the Pest, because I can get the Inkmoth kill now in about 2 turns. So if my friend here doesn't have instant speed removal, they lose in 2 turns. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, he's holding up 3 mana. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe. I don't need to get this kill so quickly. If my opponent's doing nothing, you can compare this to Splinter Twin right now. My opponent just passed their turn 2 with 3 mana open to do literally nothing but wait for me to activate my Inkmoth. What's this? Oh my. Did you miss the champion? I'm very confused and kind of surprised. That would have been back-breaking. He probably would have been forced to use Queller to block one of my flyers, though. My Inkmoth, Vault Scourger's Signal Pest, but I have no idea why he didn't exile the champion with his Queller. Oh, that's why. Okay, 4/5 can't be blocked. That's cool. Mausoleum Wanderer, okay. If you swing, you're probably going to swing. Yeah, it's like lifelink. Sure. So Wanderer is a blocker for this Inkmoth here, which is fine. Alright, So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana available to us right now. So we can basically just play everything and then equip to Etch Champion and swing. Or we can equip to Vault Scourge and... yeah, we can just equip to Vault Scourge and block this Spell Queller. I think I like doing that. So since Overseer dies... oh, whoops. Hold on. Okay, so we play... we're going to tap Overseer because it's definitely going to die, and there's no chance in hell we'd block with it. So I can either equip to Etch Champion and try and go for lethal, or I can play it safe with the Vault Scourge and try and block the Spell Queller. I think I'm actually just going to go for lethal with the Etch Champion. We are, after all, an aggro deck. And just because I can, I'll swing with the Memnite as well. Because he's not going to block the Wanderer, but if he does, I'm happy because it's a flying blocker and it's preventing me from killing him with Ink Moth right now. And I think he's going to be forced to hold back the Spell Queller to block this Vault Scourge and or Ink Moth. But he might swing with it because it's lethal with the Etch Champion otherwise. It appears so. Yep, hold back a flyer. Good idea. Sure, I'll take the damage. I'm not gonna... oh yeah, I can't even block it with Steel the Godhead. So, good thing I didn't equip the Vault Scourge. Another Wanderer is fine. Breeding Pool, nope, not going to take the damage. You have 3 mana open, so that looks like a Spell Queller. Okay. I can actually fetch an artifact with this Inventor's Fair. But I feel like I should just swing in with everything. What's that, 3 blockers, maybe 4. Actually, no, it'd have to be... yeah, it's basically 3 blockers because he has to tap the Hierarch for mana. Ink Moth, he's not going to block. He can block these 3 guys and live with 1 life. But I can also, if I hold back the Memnite here, I can instant speed equip to the Ink Moth, which I think is what I want to try and do. Because then I can tap Memnite for a black. So basically, if he doesn't block the Ink Moth, I mean, yeah. So he has to block these 2 creatures, or he dies to Etch Champion. Oh, okay. So dispatches easily. Grid, sure. Etch Champion is nice. He's running white, so you just bring in the Wear Tear, just in case, and he has to deal the Godhead as well. Bitter Blossom is actually kind of bad because it just gives me a bunch of chump blockers. So the point of it is to kind of go under, and it does not go under Spirits. So Bitter Blossom is bad, Rest in Peace is bad. Severed Denial is bad. They don't run enough, you know, it's a creature, it's mainly a creature deck, so there's no point in having Stub, just for the paths. Second Grid is bad. Blood Moon is a possibility, but they're going to be playing around it, and it's an aggro deck, and I kind of just want to be quicker than them and not play the control long game. Grudge is bad. So just these 6 cards. Bliss is always good in creature heavy matchups, and it does effectively double my damage with the Ravager. I do not like Jar, except as a 1-of for good blocks, but Actually, no, not even that. I don't care. Jar is just bad when they have Path. You take out a couple Thoughtcast, take out a Master, take out a second Master, because Overseer is amazing and Master is 3 mana, and that's more vulnerable to Spellcaller. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have enough colored spells. This hand is really quick. I like it a lot. Definitely going to keep it. Probably go turn 1, mana Dork. And he's probably going to get a basic specifically to play around Blood Moon. No, okay. So maybe if I lose this game, I'll play the Blood Moon. I'll bring in the Blood Moon. Actually, no, because he has mana Dork, so there's no point. So I want to play the Citadel so I can cast everything. So next turn I have 3 mana and I can play Plating and Equip, or I can just Plating, or Ravager and Signal Pass. We'll see what he does. He's at 3 mana. Looks like he's holding up the Spellcaller on turn 2. Oi. That means I'm just gonna cast Memnite. And the Signal Pass. Don't take the Signal Pass. That's not worth it, dude. Signal Pass is so bad. Don't. Please don't. Yeah, that's... No. Wow. Okay. Okay. Sure. That was a very good bait. Cranial Plating is way better than Argwin Ravager in this situation, because it makes literally every single one of my creatures a really good threat. I don't know why he took the pest. I'm very... I don't know. Don't do that. Don't take the pests. So Inkmoth is an 8/1. What do you got? 2. Kasali. Oh, well. That's why you'd be generous with the Spell Queller, yeah? And now he's forced to... Oh, okay. Let's see if this is lethal with the Inkmoth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Not lethal yet. You know... If they spend their mana to... I mean, yeah, if they use Kasali Pride Mage and just kill the Plating, I sacrifice the Plating to Ravager, and then sacrifice Ravager to itself, put the counters on this Vault card. That's if he's probably going to block with this Spell Queller here. Path to Exile? You know, usually I'd want to get that colored mana. I'd get the Mountain in this case, but I have the Opal, and counters actually matter because of Inkmoth. So I'll just do it like that. And I'm not going to bother equipping. I'd rather hold up Inkmoth to be able to... Basically, if he paths or uses Kasali Pride Mage on my Ravager, I can then animate Inkmoth and then put the counters onto the Inkmoth. Swing for 2. That's cool. 3. I'll take it. Now, you don't have a flying blocker, but you do have Collected Company mana. A Company is very likely. A Spellcaller is also likely. I'll just play the Ornithopter. Sure. Honestly, I'm gonna try and like double up on my threats here. So I'm gonna swing like this. So I can basically this way, if he has 2 removals, if he companies and he doesn't have the blockers or the removals or like reclamation stage or something, I can swing with Scourge, and the life point swing will probably just win me the game. And then if he removes Scourge or he removes plating with the Solid Pride Mage, and I just put all my counters onto Ink Moth and win the game that way. So basically I'm giving myself a couple of avenues to win. And Arcbound Ravager is also just, extra damage, just in case. Plus, if you block the Pride Mage, I can sacrifice something and then, kill the Pride Mage for free. And he's not going to do that. Yep. What do I not want? I do not want the Memnite. Memnite's like the worst card here on this board. So what he's considering now is, do I kill Ravager here? He wants to kill Vault Scourge, but nothing else, and that's fine. And in that case, I will just let the damage end like this. I'm not going to sacrifice the Ravager because could be holding up a path. Still, I don't want to risk that. And I'll just equip to the Ornithopter because now it's a good blocker, and I can get back that Signal Pest. And this is why, look at how Cranial Plating has changed this game for our opponent here. Because he took that Signal Pest instead, knowing that I had 2 mana open. Like, Signal Pest would have done nothing, especially because he had Spellcaller as a blocker. I mean, he's a Spirits deck. He has so many ways to handle, like, a Signal Pest. But a Cranial Plating or a Ravager, those change the dynamic of the game, like, a lot. I'm definitely trading here. I like having Signal Pest, though. So, like, I'll trade. It's literally just trading one threat for another threat, but... Like, because I have Ornithopter, sure. Signal Pest is literally the same card for me, but better than Ornithopter, because it, because Ornithopter is basically a flyer. Ornithopter's a flyer. Signal Pest is essentially a flyer. Okay. So, it's literally just trading a threat, but now he's down a creature. So just, ooh, what a whiff. Yeah, I'll trade that any day, man. Yeah, I can do it like that. Because Inkmoth gets buffed by Signal Pest. You can still have Path open, so I'm not going to take any unnecessary risks with this Ravager here. Just going to let it play out the way it is right now. Yep, sure. That's a fine trade. That's a fine trade as well. Okay. That's okay. This is an 8. That's cool. Okay. And now the game is very thoroughly in my favor anyways. I think the Coco whiff was really painful for our opponent here. Selfless Spirit. Spell Queller? Nope. Okay. It was lethal anyways. Now it's just more lethal. Because Signal Pest would have buffed Ravager with its +1 to every other attacking creature. So I'm just going to play it out like this. Okay, are you dead? Looks like a spell queller, maybe? Well, that wouldn't block, so... Oh, he didn't hold up the white mana. So, Hollow Fountain? For Path to Exile? Spell queller is too late. Blessed Alliance. Sacrifice an attacking creature. Okay. GG's. Next game. Yeah, that just goes to show you the power of Affinity. The deck is just absolutely insane. And that's why I enjoy playing it. I like playing proactive decks in Modern. And Affinity is, well, when I say proactive, I mean I like playing aggressive decks where I'm trying to win as soon as possible. Combo's fun, but it's kind of boring because you just don't interact with your opponent. You know, I figure the best kind of deck in Magic is the one where you win if your opponent doesn't interact with you, but the best games are where you can interact with your opponent if they try to interact with you. So Affinity does that so well with Arcbound Ravager, with Cranial Plating, where I can Goldfish a win, absolutely. I can win, turn 3, right, with an Inkmoth or Inkmoth with a whole bunch of Ravager sacks, or just Inkmoth Cranial Plating shenanigans. And those games do happen, but there's times where your opponent points a your creature and you're like, okay, sack Ravager in response, where I'm doing powerful proactive plays. My opponent is trying to fight those plays, and I'm saying, you know what, okay, I'll respond and I'll play around you accordingly. And the best kind of games where you can win through, for example, a Stony Silence. It does, it sometimes it's unfun to have your opponent basically just drop a silence and win the game, and there's nothing you can do about it sometimes. But that's the trade-off you get for playing such a proactively powerful deck. And of course, the deck is very vulnerable to basically just board wipes and lots of one-for-one removal spells. So like Jeskai Control and Blue Eye Control are nightmare matchups. Quick combo decks are generally just kind of bad matchups. So Blue-Red Storm is Blue-Red Gift Storm, that is a really bad matchup for Affinity. I've beaten Blue-Red Storm, but they're about like a turn faster than we are, maybe half a turn. But that's only if we get like a really good draw, and their average draw beats our average draw. So we have to be kind of lucky in what we draw to beat a Blue-Red Storm deck. Otherwise, though, I mean, we beat Eldrazi Tron pretty handily. The only way they can win is if we lose game 1 and then game 2 they can land like a Chalice of the Void on 0. Abzan is a bad matchup. Black-White Tokens is a bad matchup. But Black-White Tokens isn't very common. It's actually more common in Modern than in Magic Online than it is in real life, I think. Because it's a cheap deck. Mostly cheap, except for Liliana's, I guess. But any deck that runs Lingering Souls is Affinity's going to have a hard time. But we're good against Eldrazi Tron, good against Counter's Company because we're quicker than them. Good against Merfolk. Good against Death Shadow. As long as we can land an Edge Champion or just get a Cranial Plating on a flyer, then we're pretty good. Hope they don't have Kolaghan's Command, though. But yeah, just being a proactively powerful deck that doesn't fold to the opponent interacting at all. So like if your opponent interacts a little bit and you fold, then that's a bad deck. So, but you know, if my opponent interacts with me with a couple of removal spells and I can still win through that, but my opponent was able to do something and I was able to respond to it accordingly, and we were both basically having a play-by-play, and that's just the best kind of Magic for me. And that's why I enjoy playing Affinity. Okay, so 0/0 Citadel Drum into Pest or into Thoughtcast. Either way, good hand. I think I do Thoughtcast. Because Pest, I don't need the extra 1 damage with the Ornithopter swing. Because I actually want to tap. I'm probably going to use Springleaf from next turn as well. And they mulligan, so now the card advantage is way better with Thoughtcast. So definitely just going to want to Thoughtcast. Sure. Forest. Ooh, Elves. Elves is a good matchup for us. I'll just play the Drum, the Pest, and the Vault Scourge. And now I can suit up Vault Scourge next turn. So tap these two and with the 2 drums, and then this. Ooh. So they might have the combo. If they have the combo, that's fine. Like, no problem. But I do basically win next turn. They need... Okay, well, good game. Don't have the combo. Dispatch, very good. Gear for 8th grade, very good. Edge Champion, maybe he's a 1 of. I can do 2. Wear Tear, because they are running white. I don't like Bitter Blossom. I don't like Rest in Peace. I don't like Stub could work because of Coco, Path, Cord. What else is there? Did they run? I'm going second, so Stub is worse. Maybe it's a 1 of? Blood Moon, nah. It's maybe a Stub. Maybe we can do Stub. But the definite or should be these 5, and then Wear Tear should be after that, and then 2 Stubs. So, because they run a bunch of... They might Artifact Hate. Or like... you know, Reclamation Sage, Nature's Claim, maybe for a Fracturing Gust. I think because they might have Fracturing Gust, that makes me want to run Stubs. And maybe Stony Silence, but usually these value creature decks don't like Stony Silence. They usually go with Kataki War's Wage instead. So that's 2 colored. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 5 though. We need to get rid of 3 more. So Ballista's good because it's creature removal. We can get rid of an Overseer. Jar is too good against their hate cards. Memnite's bad. It's a creature heavy deck. You know, I don't need a 1/1 on the ground. Let's do these 5 for now. Think of 2 more. We'll just do a Wear Tear and a Stub. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. So Elves is pretty much a good matchup. If they don't get Fracturing Gust, then we're good. It's basically it. Okay, so... Wow, this is such a slow hand. And they kept? That's like a turn 1 dork and then turn 2... Ugh. God, this hand is so much, but it has not, honestly, doesn't even have that much potential. Overseer, what? Maybe a 3/3 champion the turn after? I don't like this at all. I gotta mulligan this. Which kind of sucks. Oh wait. This hand is 2 dead cards, so it's basically a multi 4, so I'm just gonna go to 5. Yep, that's bad. That's keepable. It happens. I just don't think you keep... I don't know. Yeah, because they just go turn 1 dork and the next turn, you know, they're basically on 3 mana and I'm on 2, dropping a 1/1. I couldn't see the point of that first hand. So Druid combo, sure. If you get it, you get it. If you get Katakis, you get Katakis. Maybe if he gets the combo, I can trick him into going to another phase and then, I don't know, ping of his ear. That's like my only out if he has the combo. Dwayne and delete, cool. Looks like he doesn't have the combo. And Ballista at least is good to play around Kataki. If he plays Kataki, I'm definitely going to ping that with Ballista. What? Well, okay. We'll just F6 and let him do what he needs to do. If he has a second chord, he chords for Eternal Witness. Coco? 5 mana? Yeah, so you get Eternal Witness, bring you back a chord. Oh. Is that infinite? Oh yeah, it is. No, yeah. Makes a bunch of mana. Buffs his Devoted Druid and swings with it. Yeah, so that would be infinite. Kind of had the nuts, so that's cool. Anything we change? Nah, we're good. Oh, we can do stub. Let's say Thoughtcast. Yeah. Let's see if it changed. Nope. Well, okay. Colored mana. He probably doesn't have Stony Silence, to be honest. I probably should have taken out the Wear Tear. That was, it's a mistake. Yeah, I have Cranial Plating. I have a creature. I have to keep this. Definitely should have taken out the Wear Tear, though. Yeah, they basically just tutor into Kataki. Land on War Elves, that's cool. Play the Cranial Plating, yep. Kataki would suck. Stony, hey, would you look at that? No! Why? At least I was right. At least well, I was wrong because I changed my mind, but now I just need to get a Spire of Industry. That's my only out. 3 of 3 cards. gear per. I think I swing with the Memnite here because I want him to trade with his Mana Dorks because he's stuck on one land. So his Mana Dorks are his only outs. Ooh, that's not good. I mean, if you have the combo, you have the combo. Five mana. Chord for 2. No, no, not the Chord of Calling. That's the combo. Again. Well, good game. I guess. I don't know. It's their deck is. He probably has like the one of Stonely or something because usually they just run Katakis. I could have played around Stony by holding up the Springleaf mana for the Tear. I don't know if that was correct though. I think we still made the objectively like the best play, just because like Elves doesn't normally. They don't actually run Stony Sounds, they just stick with Katakis because you can chord for it. You have to draw naturally into Stony Sounds, but there are tutors and ways to get Kataki with Coco, Chord of Calling, and you can't really do that with Stony Silence, so. In retrospect, obviously the play would have been to hold up the white mana, but I think objectively, like playing to our outs and to the, not outs, but playing the odds, rolling that dice and saying, you know what, if you have a Stony, you have it. It was still probably our best play was to drop that cranial plating to set up for, pretty much a turn 4 kill the next turn. So although it feels bad that we lost that way, I think I still would have done the same play. Right, next match. Gonna go first. Dewashina. This guy plays a lot. I know him. Just because of the Thoughtcast and all the drums, I think we can keep this, even though it's a really slow hand. It at least does stuff. So like, we go drum, and then next turn we go Signal Pest into drum, and then hopefully we draw something also, like a land, a 0 drop. Ooh, looks like that Shadow, or Living End. I think it's, I don't remember. Land is nice. Sweet, now we Thoughtcast. Probably Living End because of the Arid Mesa. He's gonna cycle something. No? Okay. Living End is kind of a bad matchup if we don't draw our Ravager because, yeah. Because they can just wipe the board at any time, and we're bad against board wipes. Oh no, this is entirely different. That's perfectly fine if you're playing the Vengevine deck. That's cool, man. No problem. I'm not gonna trade. I got a Master. Master's bonkers. I could go Ballista into plating, but I don't get to equip plating in that way. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Hold back Master's a blocker, but it's a 7/7, and his interaction is just bolt. So I think I have the game here. Now what I want to draw is Ravager, and then yep, okay. Dispatch is good. Generally, Rest in Peace actually isn't that good against his deck because so he's about to go first. So maybe on the play out get Rest in Peace, but on the draw there's no reason. Stub isn't so good because they just run Ancient Grudge. So like stubbing one half of a card isn't worth it. Bitter Blossom isn't good because they're kind of a burn deck and they have like Atarka's Command, Bolts, and they're being aggressive. So getting a chump block or a turn isn't worth it. Champion is good. I don't like Wear Tear. Grudge is bad. Blood Moon. I think what we want to bring in when we're on the play is Blood Moon and Rest in Peace. Or Blood Moon, Rest in Peace. Do we want to go with a grid? Not really. They kind of don't have that many X1s. And it's aggro, so we're not trying to go into the long game and grind with grid, so I don't see why we'd want to bring it in. So it looks like these are going to be our 4 for now, and then we'll bring in these 2 later. We keep in the 2 jars. Probably just take out a Thoughtcast, 2 Thoughtcast, a Master, and a Steel Overseer for these 4. Yeah, no, we can do Overseer like that. Because Master wins the game if they don't have an answer, like just now. But they usually have, Ancient Grudge. I'm going to keep this because he just mulliganed. And because I have Plating, I have Ravager, I have Overseer, and I have Drum. So colored mana, and Spire of Industry is also colored mana, and I have Jar to protect either Overseer, Plating, or Ravager. So I like this hand a lot. Plus he went down to 5, so it's even better. Gonna play the Citadel first because it's just invincible. Or indestructible, that is. If he swings with Flame Vandal Adept, nothing I can do because it's got Menace. Looks like he's stuck at 1 mana. What? Was I able to block? So Jar protects Welding. Jar protects Steel Overseer. So he has to have 2 removal spells now. That's why the second Jar is actually pretty good. Because Push is common. Bolt isn't too common, but it's still played a lot. And it's bad against Path. And that's why I have 2 basics in the deck, though. Am I able to... I'm not able to block, am I? What? It's Menace. Isn't Menace like I have just 2 blockers? You might say illegal blocks, but I'm not going to block because if he cycles something, it's just killing my Ornithopter for free, so there's no way I'm going to do that. Oh, Grudge. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. Vandal Blast. I can get rid of like one Springleaf Drum. I think 4 mana is the most I want to get to. I think do I want to make it? I can make this a 2/4. I think I'll make it a 3/4, a 3/5. So sure, I'll trade. In that way, maybe he leaves the he grudges the Ornithopter instead of the cranial plating, and that's fine. I guess that's an argument for why I'd want to make it actually a 2/4 instead of a 3/5. Just save the Springleaf Drum for the next Ravager that comes, basically. Just play out the past deck. Why not? Swing. I don't know what he's going to grudge. Yeah, looks like it's going to be the plating. And in that case, it was definitely correct to have sacrificed that extra drum. Okay, Neonate. Yeah, look at this. This is like a regular aggro deck for modern, right? And this is Affinity, and he's at 10. We're at 17, and like his board is so underwhelming. This is just how powerful Affinity is. It's great. 1 mana. I don't know if you want to be running Vandal Blast. No, how often do you get to 5 mana with this kind of deck? Yeah, we have a 3-turn clock. 2 turns now, and we have a welding jar. This is just absolutely insane. Yep, well, 1 damage a turn. Perfectly fine, pal. Welding jar is backup. If he has Grudge, it sucks though. Rakdos Charm. Nope. I don't think I animate Inkmoth and block the Flame Blade. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I'm just taking 1. I want to hold back the Thopter. Also not going to swing with Inkmoth. There's virtually no reason to. Now because he's at 3 mana, I am actually just going to play the Thopter. Alright. Yeah, so he doesn't have a Vandal Blast available to him, so at best maybe a Shatterstorm, so land, Shatterstorm, win. But instead I just win. So we went 4-1. As always, I'll show you guys what I do with the chest after. So I'll go to my winnings. I'll put the chest in. Trade with GoBots. Oh. Probably gonna grab a Scape Shift if I can. I want to get my play set before it goes up, and then maybe just hold on to it. Let's see. You have to make me add tickets. These cost like what, 8 tickets, right? Forget it. I'll wait a bit longer. But we'll just get Boros Reckoner. Vizier of Many Faces. I'm telling you, 4 mana, Phantasmal Image, and then it comes back again. It's a 2-for-1. Copying a creature twice is absolutely amazing when they can't, like, I don't know, I think it's gonna be really good in Standard. If it isn't already. I haven't paid attention in a bit. You get Vizier, you get Wildfire Eternal because it doesn't die to Bolt. It does die to Push, but it's pretty hard to turn on Revolt in Standard. Wildfire Eternal, Vizier, Boros Reckoner, Hazaret Undying Fury. Just like a fun deck. Look at this card, it looks fun. Is there anything else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, and then we just get a bunch of tickets. And probably Scape Shifts. I'll get around to those. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one.